If you are having trouble printing with your Epson EcoTank 2400 model, then you're going to want to stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and today I'm going to be helping you with solving the print head issue on the Epson EcoTank 2400 model. Basically, if you're not able to print a certain color, you are printing blank pages, or you just have an overall and general print quality issue, then you're going to want to watch this entire video. I'm going to give you a solution in this video to solve that specific problem. This is a DIY process, but really anyone can do this. So basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be showing you how to use the Best Printers cleaning kit. Essentially what has happened is the print heads have become clogged on this printer and they need to be broken up with the Best Printers cleaning kit. I'm going to show you how to use this kit in this video. There's going to be a link for this product down in the description below, along with some other links for other products that I will mention throughout the video. All right, so if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started with this repair.
All right, so the very first thing we need to do is get into the settings of the printer. And so if you're using the Epson Smart Panel app, you're going to click on the printer icon, you're going to go to nozzle check, and you're going to print a nozzle pattern. And the reason why we want to do this is because we want to make sure and see what colors are missing. Now, if you're printing blank pages and you're having a major error, then of course you can skip this part, but this is really just going to tell you what colors you need to work on and where you need to focus that cleaning on. Now, once we actually get this report back, you're going to see that we are missing some color. And so the color that we are missing is black and a lot of the cyan. And so now we know where we're going to focus our cleaning. Next step is going to be to print off another nozzle report, and while it is printing, you're going to unplug the printer. Then you're going to lift up the top portion of the printer, and you need to unlatch this side connection. So the way that you do this is you're going to twist it and you're going to bend it, not so much to where it's going to break. There's a way to do this where you can actually bend it to the point where it will come out, but you do need to make sure that you are using gloves, because if not, this can be a little bit more challenging. So really just bending that and getting it unlatched. Once it is unlatched, you can then use the panel that is on the front of the printer, take that off, and actually prop up the top portion of the printer. Now, if your cables get disconnected at this point, there is a video on my channel showing you how to actually reconnect these cables. So don't worry about that. If they get disconnected, there is a way to connect them back, but you need to make sure they are connected before you put everything back together. All right, so we want to make sure that the printer is cleared of any paper, and so that page that was going to print is probably halfway through. You're going to remove that, and what you're going to add here is some paper towel, but you do need to remove also that cover that's on the print head. So first thing we're going to do is remove the cover that's on the print head. So there's a tab on the right side, you're going to pull that out, and then there's a tab on the front, you're going to push that in, and by doing that motion you'll be able to remove the cover. Now, don't lose the cover. That's very important that you have it to replace it. And so now we're going to take apart this print head. These are the cartridges that the ink flows into with these ink veins. You're going to remove all of them because you need full access. Now, one quick tip, the reason why I'm pointing at this cartridge is to make sure that there is ink in the cartridge. If there isn't, you may have an air clog, and that would be a whole separate process of what you would need to do aside from the cleaning. So make sure you check for air clogs. Air clogs are easily identifiable. There's no ink in the cartridge or very little ink. There's a way to suction the ink back into the cartridge. You see these cartridges are just fine, so there's no air clog on these. What it would be is mainly just a print head issue that is causing the lack of color or discoloration, fading. This is where the source of your problem is coming from, is from the print head. Now, the solution, of course, is the Best Printers cleaning kit linked down in the description below. This cleaning fluid is essentially going to be pushed through the print head, and it's going to break up the blockage that is in the print head, because gunked up ink gets built up in there over time, or it gets dried up without usage. So both of those things can cause this issue. So now we're going to be folding up a piece of paper towel. This can be any paper towel. Just make sure that it can get thin enough to the point where you can slide it under this print head, and fold it up to the point where I have it here, to where you can then place it under the print head, and then you're going to slide the print head carriage over the paper towel. Once you have that in place, you are now ready to do your cleaning. You're going to take your syringe. The silicone tubing is most likely already attached. You're going to identify the colors. Going from left to right, the first color, the one that I have already attached my silicone tubing to, is black. Next is going to be yellow. After that, it's magenta, and then cyan. So that way you know which colors you're identifying. Now, cyan was another color that gave me issues. I did that off camera, but I'm going to be cleaning the magenta just so you see it's not one of the side nozzles, but just so you see how you can access one of those middle nozzles, just giving you a good perspective here on how you're going to be able to attach the silicone tubing to the different nozzles. Now, remember the color pattern. You want to make sure you're cleaning the correct color because you don't want to waste too much of this solution on the incorrect color. Now, if you have a general problem, you are going to clean all of these nozzles, every single color, black, yellow, magenta, and cyan. You're going to clean all of them if it's a general issue. If it's a specific issue and just one color is not working, then just clean that one color and save the solution. But if it's a major issue, then you're going to want to, of course, clean all of them. Now, one really important note here is if you're having trouble pushing the solution through, you're going to need to warm up the solution. So there are a couple videos on my channel showing you how to do that. If not, they're on the website. I'll show you how to warm up the cleaning fluid, and you're going to reapply the warmed up cleaning fluid because sometimes the blockage is so bad that regular temperature solution is not going to do it. You need a warmed up solution so that it can easily flow through there and actually break up that blockage. So once you're totally satisfied and done with this cleaning, you're going to dry everything off and you're going to put everything back together. Now, this is a very important step. Is for 24 hours you're not going to power the printer back on or plug it in. So essentially you're going to put everything back together and you're going to allow this printer to sit for 24 hours. After having dried everything in this area, put everything back together, you're going to put the cover back on. You do not want to power it back on or plug it in. The reason for this is because if there is any moisture in the print head, even a little bit that you can't see, it can cause a print head error, and you don't want that. And so now we're going to put this elbow back together. We're going to make sure that it fits in place, and then you're going to put everything back together. Essentially, you're going to put this flap back on. There is a way to very easily do that. Now, just take your time with this. I'm doing it quickly because I have a lot of experience with these printers, but you may want to go, step by step and maybe pause this video along the way. But all of this is very doable. Don't worry. I am very confident that you will be able to do this simply with these instructions in this video. Now I'm going to be plugging in the printer after the 24-hour period and not before then. And then at this point, we are going to make sure that we fill up the ink on this printer. There's going to be a link down in the description below for some remanufactured refill ink for this specific printer. And so there's a 3-step plan here. You also want to change out your maintenance box. There will be videos showing you how to do that in the description below as well. It can seem overwhelming and like there's a lot to do, but as long as you stay on top of this maintenance going forward, you will not have this problem again. You need to make sure to follow all of the steps in this video. Use the links down in the description below. You're going to use the cleaning kit, then you're going to refill with ink, and then finally you are going to change out the maintenance box. And these are the results. You go from missing color to having all of your color return. Your report should look like this. All of the colors printing black, yellow, magenta, and cyan. Now, to actually get to this point, you need to do a power cleaning. So make sure you do a power cleaning. There are instructions on how to do that in a separate video. I'll be linking that as well. And after you do the power cleaning, that is when you'll want to change out your maintenance box. I hope this video ended up being helpful. If it was, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. But that's really all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.